Alright, hey guys, I'm so sorry that this video is, see, 3 days late. I just have been going through a lot and have been busy getting ready for my junior year of college, along with dealing with some issues in my relationship, as well as some depression and stuff like that. So I just have not had the energy and the time to make a video, but I am making it now. So I believe the topic was, how did you come out at work slash school, and what were the reactions. So I can talk about those both because I'm in school and I am also working. So I'll talk about school first. Well, when I first figured out I was trans, I was in high school. I didn't come out in high school because I felt that that would be a bad idea. High school tends to be a time where there's a lot of bullying that goes on. People aren't really mature, and so I just felt that it wasn't really a good time to do that. So I kept it to myself. I kept it to myself my first semester of my freshman year of college. But I realized that I couldn't do that, and so I started coming out to people individually. Um, and I either Facebook messaged them or I told them in person or through a quick letter. Um, and everybody was completely supportive. Nobody was. I didn't lose any friends. I mean, there are a couple of people who didn't completely agree with what I was doing, but they were able to see me as a person instead of by my label, and so they didn't really care. Whatever I chose to do was my choice, and I have to live with the consequences, as they put it. But it's whatever. I didn't lose any friends. Yeah, I mean, that's how I came out. I mean, now I'm pretty well known at my school, and so I'm pretty sure all the teachers know now. Um, so teachers who I had my freshman year who called me female pronouns have and probably will call me male pronouns now. So I don't really have to worry about coming out to them in a letter. And if they do call me female pronouns, I will probably talk to them and say, this is not what I go by and whatever. So far it's been a pretty easy um, ride for coming out in school. It hasn't been too hard. Um, let's see. Let's see, work. I have worked at the Boys and Girls Club for this is my third year now. Last year I was trans. I was trans, obviously, but I don't know why I felt this, but I felt that it would be inappropriate to because I work with kids. I felt it would be inappropriate to jump back to having them call me a different name and go by different pronouns. Because when I first came into the job, they all thought I was a boy, anyways, and I had to train them to like, oh no, I'm actually a girl. And then so, I don't know. I just didn't think it was be appropriate, which is stupid because kids are usually the most accepting of anybody. They really don't care if they like you. They don't really care what gender you are, to be honest. But for some reason, I thought it would be inappropriate. So last year, I decided not to do that. And when kids would come up to me and ask questions like, "Are you a boy or a girl?" I'd be like, "Well, what do you think?" Or um, "I'm neither," or stuff like that. Uh, just kind of get their minds thinking. Um, and my boss actually was the one that approached me about it last year. She was like, "Hey, I noticed that you changed your name. Um, do you want me to call you male pronouns?" And I was like, I appreciate you asking, but I think it'd be inappropriate for me to like change it right now. She's like, okay. So it was actually my boss who approached me instead of me approaching her, which was really cool. But yeah, this year, no, I am, my gender's legally changed, and so I, my sister started working where I'm working, so over the school year when I was in school, she kind of updated everybody. Was like, "This is now my brother, and he goes by this name, and he goes by male pronouns." So I didn't really have to do that. My sister kind of laid that foreground for me, so I didn't have to do it. Um, and it was pretty much all the staff were on point. There are still a few slip ups, but they correct themselves, and it's great. And the kids, most of them are like, I'll just say, I was a girl, but now I'm a boy. They ask questions like, how is that possible? And that's a hard question to answer. And I say, it is possible. It may be hard for you to understand at your age, but it is possible to do so. Um, and usually they're fine with that answer because as kids they don't know everything, and that there's probably stuff that happens that they're unaware of, and so they just take that as an answer that they may not completely understand at this point. um, but most of them are fine. I had a few kids who were like, no, you're a girl, what are you talking about? And it's funny because those same kids my first year were like, no, you're a boy. So it's just kind of like a power struggle or something. It doesn't really affect me or mean anything. But with those kids, if it gets to be too much, I'm just like, you know what? Right now, you're coming to a point where you're being disrespectful, and I need you to be respectful to me because the rules here are, respect the club, respect yourself, respect others. So by you insisting that I'm a girl when I'm telling you I'm not, and this is the name I go by, you're being disrespectful to me. And usually they're fine. They get it right now. Like, okay, I gotta stop. And so yeah, it's been cool. I haven't had any issues coming out at school or at work. Um, I just think the best way is, to take your time and really think about how you're gonna come out to people, and make sure when you come out to people that you're not like trying to force yourself upon them. You're making it about yourself, and not saying, well, you need to do this, and if you don't do it, you know, just be patient with people, and they will eventually get there. And because I feel like that's the best way to go about it. So yeah, again, I'm sorry that this video is late, but hopefully the rest of my videos will be on time. All right, guys, see you next week. Bye.